Welcome back to the Bumper Breakfast. Joining us this morning on the show is Mr. Akin Fatuke, who is a trainer, a trainer, communication specialist, is a chartered accountant by profession, a fellow of the Institute, and of course is an elder statesman and loves Nigeria so much. and I think I've never seen him wear English to the Bumper Breakfast.
Ooh, that's true.
Always on meeting.
And I was even about to say, before we came on air, that I love this Ankara. I really love it.
It seems to have a lot of. Sorry, you have a wardrobe where you keep these fabrics before you need them. Let us come and read the wardrobe now and take some Ankara.
So what?
Okay. No,
what a look this morning.
I think I just got my pocket. I just went deaf and dumb when you were saying I wear English and I was wearing that.
She said I've never seen you wear anything English on this show, on the Bumper Breakfast.
I don't think I've ever seen him wear English.
Why is this not English?
Really? Alright, okay.
This is traditional.
Traditional.
Okay.
Nigerian. This is completely Nigerian.
Typical Nigerian.
And you rep Nigeria everywhere.
It was not.
With the cap.
This was not produced here in Nigeria. Our textiles are dead.
Mr. Fatuke.
Wait now.
Do you want to be
No, but what we're talking about is...
Okay, so let me know what you're talking about.
He wants to paint the picture that we are not even producing this one. But Mr. Fatuke...
No, but the fact remains that the design, the look, the make, the cap, to complement it and everything.
Trust me, we can't win this conversation.
Purely Nigerian. It just reminds me of Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala.
Yeah, wearing Ankara.
In the twilight of her leaving Jonathan's government, and I remember we were at a function. Of course, she had her
Gele.
and all that. Everybody was in English, and I was in traditional. Gentleman. I said, Madam, I'm not exactly gentle. I am one of the fiery marketers.
And troublesome.
So the point I was just trying to make is the fact that, like me, you are doing made in Nigeria, and I just went to know. And then by the time I found my voice, I said, but Madam, part of the problems is that our textiles are there. A lot of them are coming from Africa, from Ghana. And that's not to say that we should not let the fact that the design, the creative energy.
Basically.
If you cannot then do a linkage backwards, you can just imagine you look whiter than Steven who is looking like an angel here, or look much more pinker than you, who's looking like Angel Gabriel, and then maybe
like a birthday girl,
and all that. But talking seriously, creatively, give it to Nigerians. They are coming back here to come and learn. We are taking it out to them out there, and I think it should strictly be made in Nigeria, by Nigeria, for Nigeria, for the rest of the world.
And it used to be that way.
And
I believe that
we can return to the good old days.
Yes.
To the good old days.
Yeah.
I wasn't born in those good old days. The good old days.
When you were born, you were just little. You were just so small.
Are you saying that when I was born, the traffic,
Yeah, we had the. I don't want to start calling brands now. There was this company down in Kurudu, well known.
Nichemtex.
I said I wouldn't want to call them brands.
I'm sorry.
Are they dead? Are they dead now?
I hope Adams Oshiomhole, who used to lead
the protests,
that front, is listening to what we are saying.
Yeah.
Policy direction has to go out in there, and Toby, I just got a rumor. Please let's do a rumor. Somebody know that they like some of your things when you come to especially when you put on the food. And now you're saying you're not born when it was born. How can you continue to say nobody will believe you? Nobody will believe you. You guys are great ambassadors to the African prince.
And we should be doing that every day now, even on the Bumper.
And it used to be really lovely. It used to be those days when you just feel you create something in your head. You just walk into the textile factory
and they make it for you.
And
you know, talking about the good old days, this morning we're talking about the negative perception about Nigeria in the diaspora. And one of the reasons we came up with this on a morning like this is because you find out a number of Nigerians do not relent in speaking evil of the country, whether here, especially those who are abroad. I watched a video over the weekend where some Nigerians, were walking for a Labour Party in I think it was in the United Kingdom or in Europe or something. And, the police kept telling them to maintain a single file and all of that. And I had to ask myself the question, what exactly are they trying to achieve? I just couldn't get a sense. It just didn't make sense. Because then they were walking and, somebody walked up and said, do you have a voter's card? Are you going to Nigeria to go vote? And they had nothing to say. They're just saying, we support. And it's not working. The country is dead. The country is this. Some of the chants, made my heart bleed. Because they're not here, we are here. And this is our reality, But then when somebody abroad speaks about our reality, it looks as if we're in trouble. And sometimes you have to go outside again and open your window and check, is it really raining fire and brimstone? Or are we still here? Let's look at it this way, Mr. Fatuke. I'm just concerned, this perception about Nigeria in the diaspora, who is responsible for it?
We are responsible for it, students. And we are responsible for it because we say to ourselves and to one another that we are angry. Of course, we have a right to be angry.
Yeah,
We are not being led by the head, we are just being dragged by the tail. We have a reason to do what economists call comparative advantage analysis. I wake up, I get the sunshine, I get the moonshine. I have not been direly affected by landslide, and the floods are here, the floods are everywhere else
in the world.
And so you grow up to now begin to feel that you are next to God if you are not careful. And so you allow so many things to just pass on. The Europeans, the Caucasians who have followed suit, were like us. They were like apes jumping from tree to tree. But what happened there was they saw themselves as being in a bottle, and they tried to creatively see how they would open the neck of the bottle so they could be free. And so the air conditioner came, and then they were able to now simulate the kind of seasons that we have out there. What we have done is because we have it so aplenty, we have gone lazy. So all what we then do is to do the local gin, Ogogoro, and Akwateshi, and then just slip off without getting our creative energies to come to be. Tomi Singh and Kenny, fellow Nigerians, truth be told, I agree with everybody that is angry with Nigeria. That our potential should have been at the skies. I agree. But that notwithstanding, I also must say, even if my thought is going to be against the rush of popular opinion, that we are creatively blessed here. At 740, 750, okay? Some people are saying that by the end of the year, devaluation would have been 1,000 naira to a dollar. With 1,000 naira to a dollar, I can take 3 square meals here in Nigeria.
Yes.
I can buy 1.6 gigabytes of data. I can tell you creatively that not only is it that I will take a Ragolis bottle of water in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, I can't get $1 to do exactly the same thing in the US.
Yeah.
And that is the truth. The highest high-rise paying that you can have in Nigeria presently, according to realtors, is that if you go to Aso Drive in Abuja, you get a flat for about 450 to 500,000 naira. It's about 2.4 million in Manhattan, the same flat. No.
No, but the size of the flats are different because
Same size of flat in Manhattan is 2.4 million. Point I'm trying to make
in
is
Naira,
that
right?
Naira.
Oh, okay.
Naira, 500,000 naira, 2.5 million. Yes, you cannot then come back and say things work out there in Manhattan. They don't take away light. They have good security. Do they really have good securities? The last time I checked, people were drawing out guns and killing out there. The only difference is that they have applied technology to ensure that such crimes
are quickly
nipped in the bud. In our own case, those crimes can be nipped in the bud, but we choose perhaps to look at the inefficient way of looking at it. And then what do we want to do? Yay, Nigeria is unsafe. Yay, Nigeria is unsafe. Nobody should tell me that I know Nigeria is unsafe. Other areas are also not as
very
safe.
Yeah. Mr. Fatunke, let's take a look at this video. I come across this one where it was a conversation that was being had in a university environment. It was a panel discussion, and they were talking about the most violent country in the world. Here it is.
The most violent country in the world in the 19th century, by far, was perhaps the most democratic or second most democratic, and that was Britain. You can be democratic at home and ruthlessly imperial abroad. The most violent country in the world since 1950 has been the United States. It's been by far involved
Jeffrey,
in more,
stop
wait a
now.
minute, in more
Let's
wars.
Jeffrey, I'm Jeffrey, I'm your moderator, and it's enough.
Okay, I'm done.
That was the world-renowned economist and author of Jeffrey Sachs at the Athens Democracy Forum, and they were simply discussing democracy and whether it was working or not. Now, you see the moderator saying,
Listen, before I say anything about what the moderator said, I hope Nigerians that are watching us will remember Professor Jeffrey Sachs. Professor Jeffrey Sachs came to Nigeria at the turn of democracy when General Obasanjo retired, invited him. And part of the thing they were going to put together is to say, look, the structure of Nigeria perhaps must change. We must begin to look critically at the potentials that we have in Nigeria. He came here, told us that basic truth. Did we imbibe? No, we didn't imbibe. Oh, we looked the other side. There are economists of Professor Jeffrey Sachs here. They go beyond being an American. And that Athens
Democracy Forum
is one of those forums where Americans tell America the truth. There are Nigerians like you and I, based on the antecedents I've seen, the two of you, who look at us and say, he's suffering and smiling like Fela will say, look, come on, it is just not right. But such voices of reason will always be suppressed. Do you know the irony in the whole of this? The social network ranking of Professor Jeffrey Sachs, by that shutdown, is gone haywire.
Yeah.
When you say the truth and you damn the consequence against the run of play, because you want to be morally justifiable, you want to be ethical, you want to be fair, you want to be all-inclusive. Jeffrey Sachs was saying, what is good to you, Kenny? What is good to you cannot be good to me. And so we can go to the open place and begin to argue. If you see that I'm putting on black, and I say I'm not putting on black, the perception, again, optical illusion, decides what is really the bottom line. Is it not a fact? I worked, and I like to say this, I worked for an American company. I worked for American company all my career life. We had a way of telling them each time they came back when things were not as bad as now, to say to us that Nigeria cannot work. I would say, give us the tools. We deliver to them. The mobile house that you see in there, they said it is not possible. And I said, we Nigerians will do it.
Sorry, let me hold your tongue.
And we did it. Not only did we do it, we won all the laurels all over the world.
For building that
to the highest of the highest standards. It's still standing in there.
Yes, and it's still one of the very best we have. But do you not think in all of this, do you not think that Nigerians themselves, we have got, let me not say, use the word they now, we have got a role to play in all of this, because you who live in a glass house, you should not throw stones. Do you not think that this misrepresentation is coming from Nigerians ourselves?
A1. If I'm going to mark your script, I'll tell you you're a great lecturer. That is it. You lectured well, you said it well, you analyzed it well, and you delivered it well. We are our own enemies in that direction. And when I say we, I'm talking about the elites. I'm not talking about my mother in the village. I'm not talking about the person in the country. The elites who have been there, who come here to flout all the rules,
greener pastures,
who have been predators. They are the ones that are being used to steal us blind, either in the oil industry or elsewhere, aiding and abetting the Americans. And when Mrs. Dora Quilly now then came and said, look, let's begin to look at ourselves with kind of great perception. She nearly lost her life in the process.
Yes.
We are responsible.
Ngozi's book, the last book she wrote, was about the despair that we have, corruption, this very big word that is as small as woven into the fabrics of our homes and society, and we're dealing with every day. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala just said, is it possible to kill corruption in Nigeria? She said, extremely possible. Why? But the people themselves are not ready. When she said they were going to remove subsidy, she narrated the story of our mother was kidnapped. And they said, return subsidy so that we can release your mother.
Yeah, I remember that.
I know it's easy to talk about Okonjo-Iweala, but I also, because I worked in that industry, and I can tell you, Tony, with tears in my eyes, that some of the best crop of people, whether in security, whether in oil and gas, whether in even within the community itself, who has stood for Nigeria and said this will not happen, they lost their commissions by Nigerians. If they lost their commissions, it would have been good. Many have been killed.
So we're talking about Nigerians against Nigerians. Nigeria.
So when Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala made that statement, again, because I was a participant, I can tell you for free, there was a meeting that was held between Mrs. Okonjo-Iweala as the supervising minister of the economy, and then the oil majors were saying they were going to go. They were going to go on strike. They said, look, after applying, and I see that this is like a hopeless situation, what do you think we could do? Can we renegotiate? She used that word. And then we said, yes, why not? This land belongs to us. I work in Mobile, but I'm still a black man. Yeah, you should not owe me, but can we renegotiate? Nigerians who are in other oil companies, story for another day, got up and said, no, it's not going to be possible. Why? Because quite a number of things were going to go under the table. If
And they don't want gas to be reduced in any way.
said that, she knew
What she was talking about.
So what we really need, therefore, is the political will. It has to come from the top.
Mr. Huntsman, are you saying that this country can be cleansed of this negativity? Because the negativity is in our behavior, is in our upbringing, is in our teachers, is in our students, is on the street. It's practically everywhere.
It's all over.
Are you saying we can purge this country?
And I can say yes by my own personal example. Who am I? Just a citizen of Nigeria who had the privilege of going to Singapore once, and I wore the tag of all the negativism you can think about Nigeria. Other countries came, including, I know Cameroon was there, Ghana was not there. They allowed them free passage. When they saw my greenback, they asked me to step aside. And I stepped aside because I've been trained to know that the perception of Nigeria is not good. And then the guy, I didn't know then. The guy, they were watching me through CCTV. You know, there is something about Nigeria. I said, no, who are you? I kept quiet because I know, my reputation has been battered anyway. So why go to... If that is the rule, they took me into a room and they stripped me naked. When they were stripping me naked...
What did you say?
They stripped me naked. So after putting on, by the way, I was putting on a jacket, English jacket. When it got to my panty, the guy now there said, stop. He told his immigration guys to stop. Because he said, I looked at the way this guy is very much unlike the typical Nigerian.
Oh my God.
There must be something clean about him. I said, no, if that is your rule, go ahead. He said, I'm sorry. Please, let's go on and see what I... Now, the meat of the whole of this was at the throes of the, not Chibok, Chibok, yes, not adoption, Chibok girls' adoption. I was in, yes, I was in a room where everybody from all over the world and Nigeria was being discussed. And the lecturer pointed at me and said, well, you are a Nigerian. We heard that girls have been adopted and all that. So I smiled. And I told them, that's true. They said, it's true. Yes, you are being wrongly led. And I can tell you, before you even say anything, I can even tell you that the government has been complicit. Listen to what I'm trying to say here. Their expectation, an expectation of Nigerians who go there and we still do it up till tomorrow, is that you now begin to deny. No. Imperialism and all that. There is no. Something that they know more than us, that earned me a respect amongst all the peers. And when they were going to give me, my certificate or whatever, I said, this guy is manifestly honest. He realized that he had a problem. He didn't come here to begin to now come and defend and defend, unlike what happened to Jeffrey Sachs, in what you have just paid out. The truth is that we must come to terms to the fact that we have led ourselves to the ground. But like a government, we can find our way back to the top. So trust.
So it's basically a misrepresentation by Nigerians ourselves.
Trust deficit.
Nigerians by
we
Nigerians.
have a problem, and these are our problems. We open it up. It is only when we open it up and we begin to be very positive in the way and manner that we tackle it. Women empowerment, children empowerment, physically challenged. How do we treat them? How do we treat our aged? Somebody went to the Commonwealth, took the pots that our aged people have sweated and took our pensions away. Yet government that brought those kind of people back and said they are going to be the ones. Those are the things that are the perception I will be the first to say, for instance, I say, we have a president that is underperforming, we have governors that are underperforming, we have systems that are underperforming, but give that same to some other persons, you see them turn it around for good. There is a possibility that Nigeria can rise and rise again. I always use this example of Oshodi. For people who know Oshodi back in the day, at one point in time, you know,
The nightmare of everyone.
nobody will believe that Oshodi will turn into what it turned into within a space
Of time.
If that could happen in Oshodi, it will happen to our Yahoo boys. It could happen to our drug infested. It could happen to our economy. It will happen to our armed forces. We have patriotic people that are able to do this. What is lacking is the leadership.
Thank you so much to Mr. Akifatuke for joining us on the Bumper Breakfast this morning. Simply means you are the engineer of the perception that Nigeria has. What role are you playing to make it better? What role are you playing to create a better, circle for yourself in that small place where you are functioning? If you do better, I do better, and Yinka Kenny does better, Akifatuke does better, then we all will have a better country, if not now, but sometime in the future. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. We'll take another commercial break. When we return, we're talking more about Nigeria this time, but going legal.